Hi, Nick Dogan, North State Law. We safeguard your professional license so you can get back to business. Today's topic is legal implications of social media use, what attorneys need to know. As an attorney myself, I try to do my best to be on best behavior on social media. And I would recommend that to pretty much anybody, regardless of the profession that you're in. Because as professionals, especially as attorneys, people may value certain people's opinion a little bit more. They might look at certain things that you post on social media with certain disdain if you say it in a certain manner. And frankly, nowadays, anything you put out there, someone is going to misinterpret. So you just have to be careful. The other thing that attorneys really need to be cognizant of is giving legal advice. By the way, this is not to be considered legal advice. So what I mean by that is, say somebody posts something on, I'll just say X, and it is a straight up legal question. Why my husband or my wife, left. How long do we need to be separated, and what does separation mean in North Carolina before we can actually get divorced? And you jump right in and you provide a very clear-cut and concise answer. Have you established an attorney-client relationship at that point? Possibly, and I believe that the bar would most likely say yes, you have. Then you got to make sure that a conflict doesn't arise down the road. Also, you're really putting yourself in a tough bind because say your legal advice was incorrect, somebody adheres to it, and it ends up causing a major issue for them down the road, then you've opened yourself up to liability, arguably. And then you got to go back and check with Lawyers Mutual, make sure that you're covered on your policy, make sure your policy's up to date, and then most likely they might be paying something out. So bottom line is you just have to be really careful with what you post. You always want to, if you're putting an advertisement out there, and this is just from a business perspective, regardless of what you do, whether you're offering legal services, engineering services, general contracting services, whatever, you put things out there and you create information to help people. That's what we're all trying to do. We're all trying to help people. At the end of the day, we also want to be cognizant of take it offline. If we're going to talk to somebody and do a consultation, don't do it on social media. You're exposing information that should be kept confidential between the attorney and the client. And frankly, depending on the settings for whatever social media you're on, it's likely not going to be confidential. So that's another big one to consider as well is, say the rules of professional conduct by definition say that you've crossed the threshold into attorney-client relationship. Well, now is the attorney-client privilege going to be established enough because everything's out there for the public to see and everybody can gobble it up? There's no privacy there. There's no confidentiality. So that's just another reason to kind of take it offline. And I've seen a lot of people, they'll post in different forums like, hey, I'm looking for an estate attorney. And, I would not go in there and say, if I was a estate attorney, I probably wouldn't say, hey, here's my info, I can do this for you. I look through the rules of professional conduct, what they have as far as I can tell so far, and I haven't looked through every single one of them, or the opinions, but one of the opinions that I found talked about posts on blogs back in 2000. Unless there's something more recent that I haven't found, there wasn't a ton of guidance on there. And maybe I missed something. I don't know. But you just got to be really careful when it comes to stuff like that. And if somebody, if somebody just happens to throw your name out there because they were a former client or something like that, honestly, there's nothing you can do about that. And great. And then, hopefully that person will contact you, you take it offline, and you protect that attorney-client privilege by having a proper consultation with them over the phone. So anyways, I hope that information, which was not considered legal advice, is very useful. If you got any questions, please check out the blogs on my website, northstatelawfirm.com. I also got a lot of videos out there as well. If you can't find what you're looking for and need some further information, you can text or call us at 919-521-8810 for a free 15-minute discovery call with a member of my staff. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and bye-bye.